calling them EvolveUX sessions. Evolving Web has been hosting them for, I think, over 7 years now. And we're doing regular meetups every 6 weeks for the design community and everyone else. We're inviting designers, creatives to come and to share their project for just like 3 to 5 to 7 minutes max. And just a rundown, could be a presentation, it could also be just showing the website, showing what they developed, what they created. Could be a project, could be an app, it could be a prototype, just wireframes, whatever. And the crowd is then giving feedback based on 3 rounds, moderated. So I'll be here on stage with 3 speakers in the next 1 hour. And we'll ask you, all of you here, what you saw in the first round, what you learned about it, about the presentation, about the project. The second round is then what you liked about it. Yeah, so could be the typography, the design, the colors, whatever. And then the third round would be what you think could be improved. Okay, so critical feedback, and it's basically a live UX session for the creatives, designers, and yeah, it's an engaging one, so I hope you can all participate and don't be shy, okay? Like this row has been empty the whole day, I think. I don't know why, but that's okay. Awesome. So we'll start with Rachel from Forum 1, and I think you'll probably introduce yourself anyways. So
thank you. Yes, hi, I'm Rachel Weitzner. I am a UX researcher and designer at Forum 1. Forum 1 is a digital agency. We do UX work, strategy work for non-profit clients and government agencies. So that is us and our company. And so one of the nonprofit companies and organizations that we work with is Trinity Church, which is funny because it's located right around here near Wall Street. So if you want to take some time after this event to go look at the beautiful architecture and glass and everything, it is beautiful. And they were founded in 1697, and they're really moving away from this man in the front dressed in white pointing his finger and like preaching at you, towards more of working towards justice and serving neighbors and their community. And so that's what this redesign was really focused on. And keeping in mind some of the user journeys, they really wanted to focus on the users who considered, when is the next worship session? And what events are upcoming that I can partake in? What is Trinity Church actually all about? They rebranded their name from Trinity Church Wall Street to really focus on just Trinity Church. And what is their community like? How can I get involved, and what does that look like? So we're going to, as Maya said, do a feedback session. You can go, if you have your laptops with you, to trinitychurchnyc.org, or you can scan the QR code and do a mobile audit. I'll leave this up here for a second. I'll show a little video here about the homepage. So while you're getting that up, you can see, I'm just scrolling through here just to show you what the new design looks like, taking a main focus at the homepage, and then also we'll take a look at the events page. And then of course you can explore the rest of the site on your phone or laptops. You'll notice a large use of white space here. Previously, they had a lot of different colors in their palette. They had what they call these lollipop people. It was just people sticking out of components. And they wanted to, again, move away from the people pointing and really focusing here on the community, the architecture, and focusing inwards, not so much outwards. So you get the idea.
Anything we should focus on?
Just the homepage in general. I won't have everyone look through all portions of the site. And then, how do I get out of this?
Just try to click again.
Okay, and this is the events page, and again, you can look at this on your mobile devices. Previously, this was like a horrible calendar widget that was in weekly view, but only on half of the page. They had these eyebrows that just kept saying the same thing over and over again, really repetitive on the site. And so we wanted to make sure that we were showing information that was actually important to the user without being redundant throughout the site. And as Maya mentioned, there's going to be 3 rounds. So the first is just, what would you tweet about it? What did you notice? The second, what did you like? And then third and last, what could be improved?
Awesome. Well, first of all, round of applause, please. Thank you, Rachel. Do you think we can open the site and while we talk about it, scroll through it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I actually have these beautiful. Don't laugh.
So,
My
I
teamwork.
think we need somebody else to scroll so that Rachel can take notes.
She's just opening it.
Okay.
Do I have a volunteer here?
What you were saying, what would we like about it?
Yes, so round 1 is what would you tweet about it? You can use a hashtag, you can just also just say what you saw or learned. So that's why the hashtag here. And speak up loud.
Maybe it filled up New York Times for some reason, the site, it just felt a little bit like the New York Times.
Hashtag New York Times.
Belonging.
Belonging, yes. I know.
Modern church.
Modern church. Oh yeah, say your name in the beginning when you say something. It's a good way to get to know each other. Alex?
Very sophisticated, probably upmarket and inclusive.
Yep. Miles?
Legible.
Legible.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Yeah.
I think it's a combination of tradition and modernization. Like the font, the color is very solemn, but at the same time they're pictures, and you can tell that the website kind of kept the tradition, but moved forward from the past, and also from the new side.
Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit Spartan.
Yeah. Good. Then let's move to round 2. What you liked about it. Alex.
I love how there's so many pictures of the community and the people behind the church.
Mm-hmm. Community pictures. Morgan?
So yeah, I mean, it's obviously beautiful, sophisticated layout, design, editorial look and feel as well. It's just gorgeous layout.
Matthew, anything?
I really like the video at the beginning. I think it does a good job tying together what the community is, and also I enjoy the color palette of the video and the color palette of the website.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, in the back.
Yeah, I really like.
What's your name?
Tenna.
Tenna.
Yeah, I really like how the first call to action, you see it, it's just for join. It's not about trying to sell or anything. It's just come check it out. So it's kind of nice. It's not upfront.
Good tag. Right up.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but good in one way. It's very black and white, but then the church video is very colorful. Well, okay, maybe not colorful, but
Warm.
warm. Yeah.
And I wish I could show what the site looked like before, because there were so many different colors. And they did want to focus on black and white with a pop of color, but wanted some of that main color to come from their stained glass that they're really well known for, and just how gorgeous the interior and architecture is. So you'll see a lot of focus on that, in addition to focus on the community itself. Yes, please.
I like the way the video autoplays, just like in YouTube when you go now. So it's just it goes. You don't have to click anything.
Repeat. What's your name?
Parimana.
Imana.
Parimana.
Imana.
Sorry.
Trying to learn names. Alex.
I love how quickly each page loads, both initially and as you go through.
Naomi?
Naomi. Yeah, I think it was kind of mentioned, but the video is great, right? How you're showing the architecture of the exercise, for example, giving us context of where this is, and then the inside and see the community. So it's a really nice intro.
Good, yes.
I'm Rich. I like the, you go down to the section with the events and everything. I like the way the buttons are at the top of the events and the the buttons for see more and see full calendar right there at the top. They're not buried, hard to find. So it's easy to navigate.
Good. Okay, now the part where you can share your feedback, how to maybe improve it.
And I always like to say in UX, you can't hurt my feelings, so you can be totally honest if you want to be.
Morgan.
Okay. I apologize for the feedback because I appreciate how beautiful the site is. One thing that I do notice is that you're using this blue here, and you have a black and white, theme. Like you have this blue as sort of the main call to action. But I'm not sure that we find this blue anywhere else on the page. And I don't know, it seems like, it's something that we could get it into somewhere else. Some of the calls to action might be.
For consistency.
Yeah.
Is there something else that you would expect it to look like? Would you expect it to look like something else?
Well, it would be good to get a hint of that blue again somewhere else to develop that consistency.
Anything? Maddie?
I love Millie. I love the contrast, the white and the black, and I think it looks really clean. I think some of the text, there's a lot of bold text, and sometimes it's a little bit distracting, whereas I feel like there could be a little bit tighter hierarchy with where you use the bold versus where you don't.
Anyone else? Yeah, Val?
Well, maybe just a personal thing, but I personally I'm having a little trouble understanding the differences between the main menu and then the menu on this whole page, here. So from an IA standpoint, what are the differences with this menu, the top one?
Yeah, this is the first thing that's going to go in the phase 2 of the redesign. It's unclear, and I helped recreate this information architecture up here and down here as well, but placing the navigation underneath where users would expect it is definitely something for the phase 2. These are technically the sub-pages, so you can think of it kind of like a mega menu. If it were to be underneath here, we would have these parts, and then we might have the mega menu structure showing current events around that topic or area, or a live button. There's nothing live right now, but when there's a sermon or an event that is live, there's a banner up top as well. So if this were a mega menu, you'd see that there. But currently we do have this sub menu on the side here.
How does that navigation then, can you show us the mobile view of how that works?
Yeah.
You can right click and
The mobile view looks like what you'd expect. So it is a hamburger menu. But then again, we're going to adjust this. That's what it looks like down here. So if you click this and then go back here, this looks normal, and then clicking on this, you'd have to click back in. It's a clunky UX experience. That's gone in phase 2.
Thanks, Sean. Alex?
One, as a point of process, we should try to avoid doing the responses. That's not part of the formula.
Okay.
And second disclaimer is I hate criticizing because the first it's so incredible and beautiful, and I'm having one of our first Drupal projects was my wife's church, the website for that, and that was almost a volunteer project. So I know it's not surely not your highest paying customer. So you're under so much constraints, and you've done such an amazing job. But there's a few little tweaks that I think are missing, and maybe the fact that you're thinking about a QA, phase 2 is a great sign. First, when I Googled Trinity Church, I got the I don't know what you call it, thumbnail in Google search results is the old logo. So somehow maybe some metadata related to like Google is picking up isn't up to date. That's one. Two, when you click on that menu on my mobile device in the hamburger menu on mobile, it was the search button was kind of rounded, which is actually ironically enough not the case on Chrome. So it looked a little bit hard to understand why. And I've got like a few screenshots I'll be happy to share with you. You know, like little tweaks and spaces here and there on mobile, which actually wouldn't say is the case with desktop. That would go a long way to fix all that. So kind of echoing what Morgan was saying about Morgan really use bold or some minor adjustments, like 98% of the way there, that would make the mobile version as polished as the desktop version.
Thank you. Yes?
I would say on the numbers, since they're already large, you can probably unbold them kind of big. Like the date, the one for the calendar. Large already, maybe not make them as bold.
Thank you. Yes? Oh, yeah. Can't see the button.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you scroll down? Yeah, just I mean, I think it might be a personal preference, but your buttons are placed differently on each side. So that was kind of wondering. And if you scroll down all the way to the end, pause here. Yeah, now email and subscribe. That looks like there's some visual inconsistency there. I feel like one rectangle and left one rounded and rectangle next to each other. And then now just click subscribe without entering anything. Yeah, that was bothering me. and then on like your grant partners working fund section, like you have buttons which have different widths and heights. So I think that you have to do buttons and labels. That's it.
Thanks, Sid. Awesome. One more. Yeah, Vicky.
If you go back to the church calendar, it kind of bothered me to see like the same date over and over.
Yeah.
And I think that there might be a way to consolidate all of the events within like
On the same day.
Yeah, the same day, or like just show it in a different way.
Yes, Sean.
I find the use of the serif and sans serif fonts to be thoughtful, and it helps to organize the information for me.
Thoughtful or awful?
Thoughtful.
Or no?
Are there really 6,000 events? That's a lot. So I'm just wondering if there's if that's true, there's 365 days a year, so that means there's, I don't know how many a year.
This is a very, very busy, active church.
And I'm also wondering if, maybe because if it's valid, I guess the filters are fine, but this is a very busy filter list. This reminds me of higher ed program selection, when there's like hundreds of programs, but it's one church. So I'm just wondering if there's a way to simplify it while not losing the filters. Like I see, food assistance, but if I click food assistance, LGBTQ, is it almost too much choice in terms of filters?
So an idea with that would be to set a default on the date. Like it's probably there's 6,000 events in the Drupal site, and there's 5 years of event history. So if it was if the search date defaulted to today and later, like do you really want to know about the food pantry distribution last March? It's still in there. It's in the 6,000. But if you're coming to the website looking for an event, you probably care about today and forward. But you could change it if you wanted to see what was happening last March. Don't take that away from the user, but a thoughtful default there would address what you're talking about.
Awesome. I think we're over here. So I just want to take what Alex said again. It's just a form of feedback when people ask questions. So that's why we don't allow people or the speaker to answer, because there's always time afterwards to network and to talk about it afterwards. So nothing against you. Awesome. Thanks so much, Rachel.
Thank
Round
you.
of applause, please. And then we have, I think, Naomi next, right? Yeah.